And the Vatican's nativity scene lights up the center of St. Peter's Square. It's handcrafted and donated. EWTN Vatican Bureau Chief Alan Holdren shares with us the story behind this year's display.
Christmas season is upon the Vatican, and the nativity scene shines at the center of St. Peter's Square in its full splendor. It's a long-standing tradition that different cities and countries offer their decorations to the Vatican. The vice mayor of the city, Lorenza Ropelato, says that it's a dream come true to install the Scurelle nativity scene in St. Peter's Square.
It is a pride for our land, for our community of Scurelle, for the whole of Valsugana and of Trentino. This is a nativity scene of Trentino that this year became the nativity scene of the world.
The nativity is made up almost entirely of wood and reflects the typical Trento tradition from the early 20th century.
We have several characters, such as the Cromero, which is the one in front of the nativity scene on the left. The Cromero was a figure who, at the beginning of the 20th century, set out from the mountain villages, when there was still a lot of misery, and went around Europe to sell religious prints, seeds, and many other things of the local craftsmanship, carrying them in a suitcase on his shoulder in which he kept all the merchandise.
The Trentino community also met with Pope Francis and built a smaller nativity scene just for him. The Holy Father mentioned the storm that hit northern Italy last year and devastated many forested areas and towns. Remains of the storm were incorporated into the Vatican's nativity scene.
Today's meeting offers me the opportunity to renew my encouragement to your people, who last year suffered a devastating natural disaster with the destruction of an entire wooded area. These are events that alarm us. They are warning signs that creation sends us and that asks us to take effective decisions immediately for the protection of our common home.
So the call of Pope Francis was precisely to this devastation. The tree, he then said, becomes a symbol of hope for these territories to rise again. Within the nativity scene, upturned stumps were used in memory of the devastation of Aya. It is a symbol of poverty and misery with which the nativity scene of Bethlehem was born.
The main nativity scene of the year was illuminated on December the 5th and will remain on display for pilgrims until the feast of Christ's baptism on January the 12th, 2020.